Welcome to the podcast. Today, we're diving into something that's often overlooked in business conversations, and that is being known for something specific, not just from a branding point of view, but from a strategic one. Now, this episode isn't about personal branding in a gimmicky way. It's about helping you become the person or the business that comes to mind first when someone has a need that you can meet. So whether you're at the start of your journey or you're more established and you're wondering why you're not quite getting the traction you want or attracting the right kind of clients, this episode is for you. If you're new, welcome. I'm Sumantha McMahon, and I specialize in helping tutors and education business owners grow sustainable, values-aligned businesses, one that really reflects who you are and supports the life you want to live without you sacrificing your well-being and working all the time. And that's exactly what today's episode supports too. So let's get started. Let's start with a question. How would your clients describe you to someone else? Would they say that you help students pass exams, let's say, that you make maths less scary, that you're brilliant at connecting with teens, or maybe they wouldn't know what to say at all? If that question feels hard to answer, you're not alone. When I first became self-employed, I would have struggled too. But it's an important one because how other people describe your business often determines whether they refer others to you or whether they come back themselves or scroll past without a second thought. And that's what today's episode is about, the thing you're known for and why it matters so much. We often assume that being good at what we do is enough. And while being excellent at your craft is absolutely vital, it's not always enough to keep your business growing in a sustainable way. And here's why. Firstly, it creates mental shortcuts for your audience. In business strategy, there's a concept called positioning. First introduced by A.I. Rees and Jack Trout, it refers to the place you occupy in the audience's mind compared to alternatives. So when someone says, I need a piano teacher who can work with adults with anxiety, or I'm looking for someone who specializes in dyslexia support, a clear mental shortcut helps them think of you. And that's the power of being known for something. Without that clarity, your potential clients are more likely to keep browsing, or they might feel confused about what you do, or they might forget your name. Being known for something gives your business a hook, a footprint. And that hook isn't just for your audience, it's also a gift for you because it simplifies your decisions. It makes it so much easier to choose what kind of content to share and which opportunities to go for and which opportunities to say no to. I'll give you a really quick example. A client of mine, she runs a small tuition agency. She was struggling to get consistent inquiries. She was marketing across multiple subjects and age groups, and her messaging was very broad because she was trying to appeal to everyone. But the result was the opposite. It was unclear what she actually specialized in. So what we did was we narrowed her focus to just support GCSE students with SEND needs, because that was really her zone of genius. And once that dictated her marketing, her messaging, her language, it transformed everything. She was attracting the right people and it was happening a lot more consistently. And people were talking about what she offered because she had specialized and she was very clear on who she worked with. Now, something really beautiful happened off the back of it as well, which is that when she got students who didn't quite fit the bill of the students that she was specializing in, that her tutors were specializing in supporting, she referred them to someone else. So what happened was she started to build a network of colleagues, of tutors she really trusted, who she would refer students to. And then, of course, people would reciprocate because they were very clear on who to send to her as well. So it creates this really lovely ecosystem. It simplifies everything for you, which, really contributes to making things sustainable. And actually, by saying no to more people, your business ends up being more lucrative because you're getting more of the right people. And all of this happened because she became known for something. Now, the second reason is that it strengthens loyalty and referrals. When clients feel clear about what you stand for, who you help, they're far more likely to refer you because remember, their name is attached to that referral. One of the key pieces of research I came across recently highlighted how strong positioning, that is being known for a specific value, or solution, it builds emotional trust and brand loyalty. Now, that means more repeat business, more word of mouth, and more people coming to you instead of always chasing leads or shopping around or whatever it might be. And this really aligns with what I often say about values aligned businesses. When people can connect your values with the work you do, it creates trust, and trust leads to loyalty. It doesn't have to be complicated, it just has to be really clear. Now, the third reason why this is important is it protects your energy. It makes running your business so much easier and growing your business so much easier. Think about it. When you're known for something, marketing suddenly becomes so much simpler. You stop feeling like you have to be everywhere or you have to talk about everything to everyone. Instead, you get to focus on deepening your expertise and speaking directly to those who you serve best. That, even on its own, just reduces overwhelm. I often work with tutors and educators who actually feel really exhausted from content creation or social media. And this is actually what means that they can't stay consistent or they do it for a while and then they stop. They say things like, I post a lot, but I'm not sure what I'm really doing. I'm not sure if it's really working. And often the problem isn't visibility, it's clarity. When you're clear about what you want to be known for and your content consistently reflects that and supports that, people begin to associate your name with that topic or that transformation. And over time, that really pays off. Now, if you're in the Tutors Mastermind, I recently did a really big piece of training on this, on how to actually craft your message, your content pillars, audit the content pillars to make sure it's something your clients will care about and that will resonate with them. And then for each content pillar, we created subtopics, we created post ideas, content ideas. It's not just for social media, it runs across your email marketing, if you have a podcast, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it might be. It means you get known for a certain thing, but it also means you create language patterns, which means that AI driven algorithms also know you for a certain thing. It means that people find you now through tools like ChatGPT, which, a lot of people are heading to now instead of doing a traditional Google search, for instance. So if you're in the Tutors Mastermind, you have access to that. Let me know if you struggle to find it. I'll send you the link. If you're not in the Tutors Mastermind and you've been thinking of joining, head over to tutorsmastermind.com. The link will be in the show notes anyway. And either the waiting list is open and you'll be the first to know when my doors open, or the doors will be open. So go and have a look, because when you join, you'll actually get instant access to that. You don't need to wait. And this is such a core part of being known for something, because making the decision is only the first part. The next part is, well, how do I communicate this? And how do I do it in a way where people are entering my world and staying there? Because the reality is, if someone, I don't know, comes across a post of ours, or if they sign up to our email list, for instance, often that one action alone isn't enough for them to say, yep, I want to work with that person. They often need a little bit of time to get to know you, to trust you, to understand that the thing you have is what they need. So you want people to come into your world. And so your messaging really supports that, goes a long way to making that happen. Okay, I'm just going to quickly pause there just for a moment and just to invite you to reflect on a few questions. What do I want to be known for in my industry? Is that reflected in my current marketing offers and content? If a client were to refer me, what would they say I specialize in? These aren't easy questions, but they can help you spot where things might be a little bit vague or a little bit misaligned. And if you're not sure what your clients would say, ask them. Use a social media post or send a short message to past clients and say, when you think of my business, what comes to mind? I'm just doing a little bit of research. You might be surprised at the patterns that you see. All right, let's move on to number 4. Your thing doesn't have to be niche by topic. Here's something important. When we talk about being known for something, it doesn't always mean choosing a really narrow niche. It might do, and it could be the way that you want to do it. It might make sense, but you might also want to be known for your calm, student-led approach, your ability to make academic writing accessible, the way you support parents and not just students. Maybe your deep understanding of a particular curriculum. Your thing could be an experience, a value, a transformation. The key is that it's recognizable. So instead of asking, what's my niche? Try asking, what do I want to be remembered for? Fifth reason, it builds long term business resilience. When you're known for something, your reputation begins to work for you. That doesn't mean you never need to market ever again, but it does mean that over time, you can rely more on referrals, collaborations, and return clients. And also, if you do promote something, you just get faster results. And this is because there's a clear association between your name and a particular result, or a feeling, or a transformation. And in a competitive or noisy market, that matters. Think about how many tutors, course creators, education businesses exist now. We're a booming industry just compared to 5 years ago. Clients have more choice than ever. What makes you stand out isn't just what you offer, it's the clarity and the confidence with which you offer it. So, to wrap up, here is your gentle nudge. Take some time this week to think about what you want to be known for. Start aligning your content, your services, and your client experience around that. You don't need to get it perfect, but clarity will always serve you. So, thank you as always for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please consider sharing it with a fellow business owner who might benefit. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you could leave a quick review or subscribe to my channel if you're watching on YouTube. You'll hear from me, as usual, on Wednesday with a mindset episode. Until then, take care.